So let's jump into part number 3, which kind of covers, I think it was Scott's question. Was it Scott? Yeah, it was Scott. Scott's question about what happens if you mess up and everything else. So that's what part number 3 covers. It comes up with editing your videos. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to edit your videos, because chances are when you're reading from a teleprompter, even though it makes it so much easier, you still oftentimes do make mistakes. And especially if you're recording longer videos, like if you're recording a full-on sales video or full-on VSL where you're talking direct to camera, where it could be anywhere from 15, 30, 45, even 60 minutes. Chances are you're going to want to break that up, and chances are you will make mistakes when you do that. And how we actually record those videos to make it easier when we do make mistakes is using the DO method, which is simplified video editing with the DO method. And the DO method simply stands for do-over. And years and years and years ago, I went through Andy Jenkins' video course called Video Boss. And Andy Jenkins is unfortunately no longer with us. Anybody who was ever familiar with him, when he pioneered Kartra with Mike Filsaime, he did a lot of launches with Mike Filsaime. And Andy was just a fantastic videographer, fantastic personality, and sadly missed in the internet marketing world. His stuff was just crazy, crazy good. But he had this one concept that I learned from him called do-over. And it was that the do-over method of video editing was anytime you're recording a video script or recording a video in general. Again, I'll just go back to my Teleprompt Plus app, and I'm recording a video. And let's say I make a mistake. So I have it here. Let's say I make a mistake and it's counting down, and I'll just record it now in a sec as it's loading. Okay, so 1 sec. So I'm recording here and I make a mistake. Are you an online business owner, blogger, blah, blah, I made a mistake. So you just say do over, say it very loudly and clearly, do over, scroll back 1 sentence and go back to the start of that sentence that you messed up. Go back to the very start of that sentence, but say do over very, very as loudly and as clearly as you can. And this will become clear in just a second why we're doing this. So do over. Very clear. And you go back to the sentence and you say it again. Are you an online business owner, blogger, e-commerce seller, marketer, social media influencer, or course creator? Make a mistake, just say do over, scroll back to the previous sentence or paragraph and start again. And the reason why we do that will become clear in a second. But first, when it comes to editing your videos, there's 3 ways, again, you can edit your videos. You can hire a video editor to edit them for you. You could use AI tools to edit them, or you can edit them yourself. And this is my personal recommendation because you get them done super quick. And again, money loves speed. So the faster we implement, the faster we get results. And people think video editing is a long, arduous task. It's not as long as you think when you use the do-over method. Now, if you are editing like a VSL that's 45 to 60 minutes long, or a full-on video documentary or something like that, yeah, sure, farm that out. But when you're editing 2 to 3 minute videos, you can edit them yourself very, very quickly. So, you know, be wise of how you choose it. So if you're going to hire a video editor, again, I would use something like Fiverr. If you're going to use them from a contractual basis, make sure you're choosing online sellers. But then there are some AI tools that allow you to edit video very, very quickly as well. And one of them is called Descript, and the other one, again, is Pictory. So Pictory that I mentioned earlier on, it does allow you to edit video very easily by you edit the script in the video, and I'll show you how that's done in a second. I have Descript open. I want to show you an example. So Descript is essentially what it allows you to do. You import your video, and it transcribes the video, and then you go through the video script and you just do a control and find for do-over. Like I said, that you do a control and F for do-over. It'll show you everywhere in that video where you say do-over, and you know you can just jump to those sections and edit, take out the do-over section, and then you're done. Very, very simple. And this is an example of what I mean by that. So this is the Descript app. So I did a control and F for do-over. And as you can see, I recorded this video earlier on, and there's 4 sections where I say do-over, and I know I have just to remove that. So what you do is just highlight the text and hit delete, and I'll just edit that clip there and then. Descript is very, very cool like that. To be honest, I haven't used a whole lot of it because I generally do the editing myself, but it's a really easy way of editing your videos. And it's like you jump straight to the parts of the video that needs to be edited. So it cuts out kind of like scrolling through and having to watch the whole thing and everything else. And it just makes editing a video using AI tools very, very quick. My favorite way to do it is just to edit yourself. So I use Camtasia usually. I have Final Cut Pro as well, which I'm still learning how to use. Cards on the table. There's also iMovie. There's some free one. Like in terms of free tools, you have like iMovie for Apple if you're a Mac user, and then if you're a Windows user or a Mac user, there's I think it's called DaVinci Video Editor or something like that. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's DaVinci Video Editor. That's 100% free, and it's as good as Final Cut Pro, as good as the Premiere Pro and everything else, but it's actually a free version of it, and like it's crazy good. But I personally use Camtasia a lot as well, and I'm going to show you a live example of me editing a video and show you how quickly it can be done. I'm going to actually pull it up now because it is easier than you think. So just let me stop sharing for a second and pull up. So Scott, just before I pull it up, thanks for that. But if the camera's out of reach, it can be a bit of a pain. I mean, generally what you do is you just step forward to the camera, flick up on the teleprompter, and then step back again. It can be a bit of a pain, but it can be done so easily as well. I mean, like, look, at the end of the day, there's going to be some pain points when we're recording a 60-minute video or a 45-minute video, but taking a couple of steps forward or even having an assistant on hand to help you as well can really help with that as well. So just let me show you how quickly we can edit a video using the do-over method. So here's a video I recorded earlier on, and as you can see, this is the timeline of the video. So we have the section here at the beginning. We have a section where there's a mistake I made here, and we have, so it's essentially a 2-minute video. So I'm just going to bring it to the very front here. I'm going to Control and T, so I delete all this part at the beginning. So now what I'm looking for is I'm looking for somewhere where it's a big spike, and I know that that's going to say do-over. So if I press play, so let's just do, I give it an overemphasized example when I recorded this video earlier on. You wouldn't normally do that, but this is just an overemphasized example. And I think somewhere here as well I say it. So there's a section here, and I didn't say it as pronounced as I should have here, so that's why the spike isn't as high. But essentially, you would just grab it here. And we have it just here. And then we obviously want to remove the bit at the end as well where it's thing. And as crazy as it might sound, that's the video edited. And then we would just do share, local file, call it what we want, hit export, and then we export it. And that's the video edited. Once you have your script, once you have it recorded, and you're using either the AI tools like Descript or you're using like a tool like Camtasia, everything becomes so much easier because you've done all of the work ahead of time, or rather ChatGPT has done all of the work ahead of time for you. So if you want to edit it yourself, I just showed you how you can edit a 2-minute clip very easy using the do-over method. Now, obviously, you would watch it through to make sure there's no kind of glaringly obvious things. I'm not going to watch it through here. There's no point. I'm not actually even going to say it now. But you get how easy it is to edit once you're using this. It makes everything so much easier. So now I want to jump into the next section, which is